Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I did this very neutral smoky eye. I love this look. I would wear this every day. I know some people wouldn't because it's a lot of makeup, but I love it, and if you would like to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. To start, I am taking Scotch tape and lining that along the corners of my eyes, and then taking a light peach shade from the Morphe 350 palette and the Sephora crease brush and blending that into my crease as my transition color. Now I'm taking this light brown shade from the same palette and placing that in the exact same spot as we did the orange shade. This will just give the eyes a little bit more depth and dimension. Now I'm taking a deeper brown color and placing that on the outer corner with the Morphe M433 brush. And then I am taking the Morphe M513 brush and blending it out just to make sure it's nice and seamless and there's no harsh lines. I go back and forth and keep building the color by placing more product and then blending it out. This will just add more depth. Now I'm taking this pink shade on a BH Cosmetics flat shader brush and then wetting that brush with MAC Fix Plus and then packing that onto the lid on the inner corner just to brighten the eyes. Now I'm taking that Morphe M513 blending brush and making sure that the shimmery shadow and the matte shadows are nice and blended. And then I'm taking just this bare blending brush and softening the edges of the eyes after I took the tape off just to make sure that it's not too harsh. And then I'm taking the white shade in the palette and highlighting my brow bone. Now I'm taking Morphe Slate Black Gel Eyeliner and the Luxie 215 angled brush and making one small line along the lash line. Moving on to the face, I am starting with the Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer and patting that into my problem areas, which is around my nose, a little bit on my forehead, and my chin. This is an amazing primer. I love how it fills your pores and makes sure that there's just a smooth base at the end. Now I'm taking my Smashbox Primer Water and spraying that all over the face just to add a little bit more moisture. Now I'm taking the L'Oreal True Match Illuminator, and this is the rose gold one, on an e.l.f. stippling brush and blending that all over my face. This will leave a nice shimmery base underneath my foundation that will have an inner glow effect. Now I'm taking the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation in the shade 205 and my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge and blending that into my face. I have been loving this foundation recently. I just tried it out a couple weeks ago and I love the finish. I love the way it makes my skin look. And also I've been loving this Real Techniques Beauty Sponge a lot more than my Beauty Blender for some reason, but it's just really great. You guys should try it. This one is an oldie but a goodie. It's the Soleil Tan de Chanel Cream Bronzer. I love this bronzer. I think that it's very universal and I think it looks good on a lot of skin tones. It is very pricey, but I think it's definitely worth it and it smells really good too. So I'm just taking that bronzer on a BH Cosmetics synthetic brush and placing that along my cheekbones, on my forehead, and a little bit on my jawline. This concealer is one of my favorites of all times. It's the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade Sand. I am placing this under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, on my chin and my forehead to conceal and highlight. This concealer is like a dupe for the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer. It's almost the same formula, the same coverage, but half the price. I also think it's a lot less drying on the skin compared to the NARS one. The NARS one, I can tell, definitely gets a lot more cakey if you don't blend it out well enough or if you apply too much product, and this one doesn't do that. Now I'm just taking the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge again and blending the concealer out. Now I'm going to bake using the Laura Mercier translucent powder and just blending out the under eyes again just to make sure that there's no creasing before I apply the powder. And then I'm placing that under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, my chin, and my forehead, basically where we place the concealer to set it. And then I am taking the MAC Studio Fix powder in the shade NC30 and the Morphe E3 brush to set the rest of my face. And I am also wiping away my baking powder while I'm doing that, just because I don't like to leave my baking powder on for so long anymore, because I find that it really dries out my under eyes. Now I'm taking the Benefit Hoola bronzer and my NARS Ida brush and contouring my cheekbones. Now I'm taking that same Hoola bronzer and the Sigma E40 blending brush and contouring the sides of my nose. To bronze, I am using the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion powder in the shade 25L, 25I, I'm not sure, and the Morphe M435 large contour brush, and bronzing the face. For blush, I'm using the Morphe 10D blush palette and the Morphe M406 large stippling brush. And the blush I'm using in the palette is like a deep bronzing, peachy, shimmery blush. And it looks really intense on camera, but in real life it doesn't look like that. And once we blend it out, it looks a lot better. But because these blushes are super pigmented, I like to tap off the excess before I apply it. Just to blend everything out and make sure that it's all seamless, I'm using my older Morphe M406 brush. I thought these were different brushes, but looking back, they're the exact same, just one's new. But yeah, I'm just blending that all over my face just to make sure that everything's seamless. Taking the Laura Mercier translucent powder again in the Morphe M460 brush, and I am placing this under my contour just to sharpen it up and make sure that it doesn't move. This brush is just a contour brush. I'm not really sure what it's called, but it's just like a flat top brush. And then I'm going to wipe away that powder with that Morphe M406 stippling brush. For highlight, I am using the Becca and Jaclyn Hill Champagne Pop Highlighter and the Morphe M510 brush. to highlight the tops of my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, a little bit on my brows, and my chin. I just realized that I use a lot of Morphe brushes. Morphe is just such a great brand. They have really great brushes and they're very affordable. So if you've never owned a brush from them, I highly recommend that you go buy them. Taking that dark brown shade from the Morphe 350 palette and the BH Cosmetics pencil brush, I am just blending that out under my lower lash line. Now I'm going to be curling my lashes with the Tweezerman Lash Curler. This is by far my favorite lash curler I've ever tried. Plus it's rose gold, so that's a plus too. For mascara, I am using the DiorShow mascara in the shade Pro Black. This is just a sample size for that I got from Sephora, but I really love it, so I think I'm going to be purchasing the full size. And then for another coat, I am using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. For the lower lash line, I'm taking the MAC Extended Play Gigiblack Lash Mascara. I love this mascara for the lower lash line because the wand is just so small and it's perfect to make my lower lashes long and voluminous. For lips, I'm taking the Colourpop Lippie Stick in the shade Lumiere, and then going over that with MAC's Spirit Lipstick. That is it for this makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, or subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye!